Two teams were supposed to be in the postseason in the beginning of this season, but it has fallen apart week after week, injury after injury. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horwitz, NFL.com's Pat Kerwin. Glad to be with you, breaking down the Rams and the Bengals on your NFL preview presented by Comcast. And Pat, you look at this game, and neither team is going to make the playoffs. The Bengals, 16th year that they're not going to have a winning season in the last 17. The Rams obviously have had all kinds of injuries, playing a little bit better of late, but still inconsistent. Give someone a reason to watch this game.
Well, I think you got two teams that are really disenchanted by where their season went, but they got great pride in this team. And remember, coaches are fighting for their jobs. Players are fighting for their jobs. I don't think either coach is going to be removed at the end of the season, but you've got a whole month of football left. We're not talking about the last game before Christmas break here. We're talking about a month of football, and if you get into a slide now and go 0-4, jobs will be on the line. The other side of this thing is you have two great quarterbacks, guys that can throw the football. I'm intrigued and always excited to watch the Bengal passing attack. The Rams, they don't get off to the quarterback as much as they can, and Palmer gets sacked once every 29 pass attempts. I think the Rams are going to be challenged, Jimmy Haslam's group challenged to go stop the quarterback, so they're going to have to play coverage downfield. They've lost Ty Hill. I'd say there's a big passing day coming up for Carson Palmer.
And the other aspect of this, I mean, you take a look at that and you say, these defenses aren't very good, and that's something that's always been, at least the last couple of years for these two teams, is you look at the defensive side of the ball. You should see a lot of points in this game.
I think this is going to be a very high-scoring game. I think, but when you look at the Rams, when I say that, I think of the Rams. Here's a team that scores 11 points a game on the road. That's not very good. But then again, I look at the Bengal defense. The Bengal defense is going to struggle to stop Steven Jackson, the running back, and then they're going to struggle a little bit with Torrey Holt. But I look at the Rams. You tell me, when you see the Rams going outside on a cold, blustery day, does it inspire you at all to think the Rams can do it? I think the Rams will lose this football game, and I think that they're going to score, they're 20 points. But I'd see team, when I look at Cincinnati, the game film that I watched that convinced me to go with these guys again is these guys at their last home game put 35 points up against the Tennessee defense, which I think we both agree is a lot better than St. Louis.
I would say so, although they were playing that game without Albert Haynesworth, which we know is obviously hard for Tennessee. The other reason to watch this game is you will see the NFL's leader in receptions this season, and it's not Chad Johnson. It's T.J. Hushmanzada. Has he passed Chad Johnson as the better of the two receivers?
Well, he's a different kind of guy. He's in the slot a lot. It's a lot less yards per catch. He's probably down around 10 yards a catch. He's got the touchdowns. The guy has a great work ethic. He's a very humble guy, and he's playing with a lot of pain. He's got an injured back. He continues to play. Chad Johnson, on the other hand, Chad has to learn this is a team sport, and he has to learn that, we're not interested in your fanfare. No one is. In fact, it's kind of nice that I don't have to deal with him outside of that one camera incident last week.
Although we do like Chad Johnson on a whole.
I
on a whole,
with the media that glorifies his end zone behavior. It's not what a team sport's all about. He needs to shape up and grow up a little bit on that subject.
But at least in that team, he doesn't have the off-the-field problems that everybody else does.
He is a good guy.
Yeah.
And he's fine. And he's off the field. There are no issues with him. But it's not the way the game should be played. And I think Marvin Lewis deserves a break on this guy. Would you please learn yourself to stop doing it?
All right. Who do you like in this game?
I like the Cincinnati Bengals, and I like them to score well into the 30s while the Rams struggle to get to 20.
All right, folks. This game begins at 1 p.m. Eastern. For more on this one or any other in Week 14, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. Watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For NFL.com's Pat Kerwin, I'm Jason Horwitz. Take care.